Hello and welcome to another video. I thought we'd do a bit of exploring. Right behind me, you might still be able to see it. Look, there's my castle in progress. Behind that hill is Betosay's house. And I thought we'd go off in the distance where I haven't been yet. Well, it's visible here, but it's not visible on the actual map. Input screen. Here. Right. I'm probably not going to watch that anyway. But I will see if I can remember to put an image of the map in there. Of the explored map so far. And there is so much clay dropping everywhere. It's absolutely madness. And I can't stop harvesting it. I mean, I'm not going to use it. But I want it. Whoop. So yeah, not quite sure what I explained yesterday because, well, I didn't really think about what I was saying, so I didn't really. Oh shit, health. So I didn't really remember it, but let me explain or tell you a little bit about the server. The server name is Edolas. It's a 10 slot, 1.5 gig memory server, and currently has 10 or 11, 12 people whitelisted on it. That doesn't mean like a 10 slot is just the amount of people that can be logged in at the same time. So in theory I could whitelist the entire world, but you know, that's just not gonna happen. But I plan to have this as like just a pure construction server, having fun, making videos, exploring cool mountains like you can see in the distance, stuff like that, harvesting clay. At the moment I'm still using the default Minecraft server. The hosting server that I use is pretty awesome. It has like all the previous builds and everything that I can just click and install. It has Bucket as well, but it hasn't updated to the dev build of Bucket, and they're waiting for the official release. Well, the official release, the stable build that they like recommend and stuff, and they don't want to push out the other one. Now, in theory, I could just go and install it directly, but I quite like the service they provide. Like if I use the installer from them directly, they keep it all up to date. They make sure everything is working fine. You know, they have a lot of plugins as well that they all test and make sure it's up to date. And you know, it's literally just click and it works. So I'm gonna wait for that and use that when it's available. So for now, I'm just gonna stick to the original vanilla mod, so to say. When it is out, however, I plan on adding the economy, possibly through economy itself or maybe the essentials. I've done a bit of digging, checking it all out, but I haven't really gone into detail yet, so I'm not sure which I'm gonna use, or maybe even a different one altogether. I don't know. What I want to use it for is, well, having an economy that's going to be player driven. There's not going to be, oh well, next to that I'm going to run the essentials mod, which, well, that's the main thing. Next to that I'm going to run the, what's it called? The shop, like a shop mod. Southwest Desert, Batosay's place. Nice. Boats, table. I'm actually gonna use your table. I think it's 4 in here. I wanna install the plug, the plug. Doing stuff and talking at the same time is not as easy as you might think. At least not for me. But I wanna have the shop mod, so people can put up a chest like this, put a sign in front of it, write whatever they want in the sign. Input a little command, click on the sign, and then the sign will either buy or sell whatever is in the chest or deposit it in the chest based on what you want. Alongside that, I want to have secure chests so people can't just nip around and loot everything in the chest, because that's just not cool. What else? I'm thinking about having creeper protection. It's been requested, and there are a lot of creepers in 1.8. Like, I'm not sure if they just spawn more or if they have like a larger aggro range, or I don't know what it is, but creepers are absolutely everywhere. And I can imagine that it could be pretty devastating if your stuff does like explode a lot. Like if something happens once or twice, or it's just like a little corner of your house, it's easy to rebuild. But if it's in the middle of your house and stuff breaks down, I can imagine that'd be pretty painful. So I'm thinking of using the player uh, build structures thing, so that structures that have been built by players can't be destroyed by creeper explosions. Which I think is fair enough. In addition to that, I'll be using nothing actually. I think it's gonna be the economy, the shop, creeper protection. Possibly stronger boats as well. The boats right now are pretty weak, or at least they die pretty quickly. And if you do, if you have well, you should have noticed by now. You've got oh damn, I don't have any stone. You've got a lot of rivers and stuff, like giant rivers going across continents, and it's cool to explore those things. But if you don't have a way of going through them, then kind of defeats the point. And you do have a way to go through them, obviously, because you've got the boats. But in multiplayer, or at least on this server, I'm not sure if it's in all servers, they can be a bit tricky to navigate, to use, stuff like that, and they break pretty quickly if you bump into something. So having a stronger boat plugin, I'm sure it's out there, will allow people to have fun, go around the server, explore, and not crash their boats all the goddamn time. I think it's it, to be honest. I mean, I don't want something like player protection or whatever, like player log that shows whatever people is doing and what is locked to whom and stuff like that. I think that the lock chests in its own is enough of that, so to say. If something grieves, if someone is grieving, then I'm sure we'll find out who it is, and then I'll just spank him. I shall spank him with my wooden spanker. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you do have any suggestions, say, "Oh, dude, you need to use this mod. It's awesome," Or if you say like, "Oh, I've been using this Essentials plugin together with this shop or a sign mod or whatever, and it's absolutely amazing. It's easy to use. It's awesome." Like I said, I don't want to have admin shops or anything like that. I want it to be completely player driven. I was thinking of possibly introducing a mob killing economy part as well, where you can kill mobs and get money for that as well. That's quite a big ocean here. Because that'd be an interesting way of getting some revenue as well, apart from the player stuff, like the player sales and the player purchases. Because you need to have an income of some sort to get started with, And people might not want to just buy and sell stuff, or just farm and sell to get money to buy like Betosace diamonds or diamond, or buy no else mushrooms or whatever, stuff like that. So that's something to keep an eye out. Like, it's something that a mate of mine used before, Cormac, when he ran a small server. He had it enabled, although it wasn't really used for anything. But I know that it's there. I know it can be done. Just figuring out a good way of assigning values to stuff. I don't know. We'll see. First, we have to wait for the bucket server. And I said I was exploring, but I just can't pass so much clay. I mean, I've already skipped loads over there. You probably see it. It's like, oh, you have to farm that. But it was too close to Better Say sign, so I decided to leave it for Better Say if he wants it. So much clay. I don't know why, but clay, because it was so rare in like the earlier builds, the alphas, beta 1.7, it's always been pretty rare. And every time I see it now, it's like, oh, must have. I'm not even gonna use it. I don't really like the texture of it. I know you can change the texture and everything. I mean, I actually have a different texture pack right now myself. And I know, I know it could look good, but I'm really liking the fantasy and the medieval, especially in Minecraft. I love the medieval, building castles and shit. I know it's very generic because everybody does that, but that's what I do as well. I like it. I love my medieval stuff. I'm actually tempted to change my player icon as well, make it a bit cooler. This is just a generic one I downloaded from the Minecraft wiki. It's the creeper face in a suit, and it looks nice and stuff. But I think I'm gonna try and make my own. I'm not the greatest artistic person, so we'll see what it's gonna end up like. But yeah, did I already change my brightness? Let's see. Settings. I think I did. Yeah, brighto. Oh well, if it's too dark, I can just change it later in the video. I think I'm gonna need to head towards grassland for the villages and stuff. Some other crazy mountains. Cause yeah, we was just discussing it, like if they can actually spawn in survival multiplayer. And I know they can because I've seen other people playing survival multiplayer on YouTube and them having villages. So I know it's possible. And I've been going through the server file, the property files and stuff, and seeing if there is a way that I maybe had to enable it or whatever, but I couldn't find anything, like, so I'm pretty sure that it should work. I'm totally off the map. So yeah, we'll see if we can find something. Crazy mountains, caves. Ah, I don't want to explore. I want to explore. I want to explore caves. Little water flow. Creeper, creeper, creeper. Jump, jump. More water. I've got 6 torches with me. And I'm not gonna. I shall not explore. At least not too much. Just gonna nip in. Go through it. I can hear these little zombies. Oh, there you go. Brain. You want my brains? I know. I've got really lovely brains. Oh, I'm gonna kill you. Gonna knock you back, bitch. Oh shit. That's the one thing. When I'm recording, I lower my volume. But it means I have a lot of trouble actually hearing other stuff around me. Oh well. Hearing is for the wussies. Ooh, cows. Look at all these crazy mountains, man. I kinda wanna build something here. Lights. I see lights. It's probably just lava. Or is it? Ooh! Yes, it is. That was close. Got a bit of a jittery. Some awesome water. Hit him on the head! I actually did a similar video to this last night when I went to the east, I think. I don't know. But I ended up rage quitting and deleting the footage. It was absolutely horrible. There was just so many goddamn creepers and I kept blowing up. Like, I didn't have any armor on me. So they just ganged up and killed me so much, so often. It was very sad. I was crying on the inside. See, more clay again there. It was quite funny because at the time I was talking about the creeper protection, and the moment I said creeper, creeper spawned around me. Oh, well, it didn't spawn around me, but it snuck up on me. It didn't kill me, but it got me to like half a heart. And then a second one came about me and killed me. So it's like, lol, you know. The moment I start talking about creepers, they spawn. Balls. And again, the moment I said creeper after that, they spawned again on me, killed me again. Jesus Christ. Get off me. Drone. I don't want your silk. I've got a creeper drowner. I've got a creeper spawner in my castle in the base, and I've got made it into a simple drowner. So I have loads of silk, like absolutely loads.